This is Kat with Beadaholique, and in this video I'm going to show you the new Czech glass aged seed beads. Now these are really fun and colorful, as you can see, so I just want to start by diving right in and talking about some of the different styles and sizes that we have. So these are really cool here. So these are actually 1/0 seed beads, and they have a nice little sort of side profile. You can see they have a nice little stripe, but when you look at the top down, they have a cool AB effect. So really fun beads. All right, so those are 1/0s, and then just kind of moving down the line here, we have 2/0s. So these are just a little bit smaller, but I love that they actually have this sort of little gold on the side for some of these, and just really, really beautiful. So this is sort of that aged effect that you're seeing. So it's almost kind of like, you know, they were dug up from the bottom of the sea sort of style, and I just really love that. We also do have some slightly shinier ones, and this is kind of a cool little finish here on the turquoise. And then we also have some red and gold over here as well, and just a nice little classic color combination. All right, so just kind of moving back to the front here, these are actually called 31/0. They're about 7 millimeters. So just when you're looking at something like this, now this is sort of that really nice ceramic kind of style here. It's almost like a clay. Very, very cool. But these are, of course, Czech glass seed beads, but it gives you that nice little style. And you can see that they're all a little irregular, which is going to give a lot of nice design elements to your work. All right, so continuing on, these are 4/0s here, or 4/0s. So what we have here is kind of the same, and you can actually see this is a great example to sort of see the different sizes next to each other there. And what's great is that we do have a lot of these in the same colorways that you'll see here. So what you can do is kind of mix and match the sizes to give interest as well. And then we have some other beads here that have a nice little stripe on them, which are just, again, very, very cool. So these are going to all be your 4/0s. And then continuing back down here, we have our different 5/0s here. So again, we do have some of those like glazed, almost clay. We have the nice etched finish. We even have some beautiful mattes. So just kind of continuing down the line here. This is another actually really interesting one here. It's got that stripe and it's got that AB sort of flash on the side, but it's red underneath. It's almost got like a nice like maroony purple. So very, very cool. And again, some more striped, and we have this very similar kind of clay little stripe there as well. All right, so the last ones here I have at the bottom, these are all 6/0. So again, just some really fun different styles. These are going to be great to sort of incorporate into various types of bead weaving. Even though they are irregular, it could really give you a very interesting result. All right, so now I'm going to start talking about a couple of the projects that I've created, and I want to start up here and draw your attention to these are all 8/0s or 8/0s. So the reason I wanted to kind of pull these out here for you is these are going to be really great for creating items like macrame or kumihimo. So I actually did a little macrame bracelet here, and what I wanted to do is just sort of play very, very subtly with the green and the yellow, so it all kind of comes together and you almost can't even see. But what's really cool, and let me see if I can kind of show you here, is that we do have some of those yellow striped beads in there, and then we also have these sort of green and gold beads. And I chose this Eslon color. This is a size 18, and this is an avocado color. So it's kind of the happy marriage between the yellow and the green. So I just kind of wanted to create a fun little wrap bracelet that just sort of had a little bit of a pop of color, but was mostly kind of interesting and organic and green. So another thing, speaking of pops of color, I went for a little bit more of a contrast here. So I'm using those yellow beads there, and they have a nice little almost golden copper finish on the top. And then I brought these ones out just so you could see. These are other Czech glass seed beads that we have, but this is a really nice opaque color. So you can see that when you put them together, you really get a nice contrast. And then I was able to use a copper finding with this one just to really pull out that sort of color there. So that's another way you can use these. So all of these ones here are going to be those 8/0s, and they're great for kumihimo, macrame, and many, many different styles. All right, so I do have another large piece on here, and for this one I incorporated a lot of different elements. These here are Czech seed beads, the white ones. I also have some wood beads here as well. I have a little metal element and some tassels here, but what I really want to show you is kind of right here. When you get the chance to look at these, they really kind of do have a nice little shimmer and sparkle. So this is a red, white, and blue, and it's got a little AB on it. So you're getting a lot of interest happening there. So I was able to use that bead as my focal bead and kind of pull my different colors from that. So I obviously chose the red wood beads and the blue tassels, all from that one bead. So I kind of dispersed it throughout this design to really showcase that. All right, now I want to take a quick second and show you some of the tiny beads that we have. These are 11/aughts, so these are a little bit smaller. They're probably more ready for bead weaving. You might need a needle and thread with these because you don't want to get too thick of a cord in there. But the reason I kind of wanted to showcase these three together was to explain the different sort of finishes. So this gold here, this will be referred to as amber. And then we have this sort of rosy gold copper that you saw in that Kumihimo. This is going to be considered Capri. And then we have down here, this is a silver, and this we consider as Labrador. So as you're sort of shopping the website, you'll notice that we use those three terms, so that's just kind of what that means. We have amber, Capri, and Labrador, and it's just kind of gold, rosy gold copper, and silver. So that's just sort of to debunk any of that, because you have noticed down here, and I'll just kind of draw your attention, it happens in some of the other seed beads as well. These are more of the etched seed beads, they're not the opaque ones, but again, it'll kind of be referred to as the same. So as you're kind of shopping around, hopefully that will allow you to see the different colors side by side. All right, so these are really fun. They are limited edition, I just want to let you know, so please get your hands on them soon. They are going to go fast. These are the Czech glass aged seed beads, and you can get these by heading over to Beadaholique.com.